Seagulls coast into the Europa. That's the headline on the back of the Mirror after a good night for Brighton. Another good night for Brighton. Seagulls soaring is the headline on the back of the Star. Never say never. Ten Hag fuels talk of Neymar. This is... You're not having that, Gabby?
No, I'm not having that.
This is after, the headline or the story?
Yeah, I was going to say, which one?
I
need more.
It didn't sound right, did it?
No.
Erik Ten Hag refused to shut down talk about a possible swoop for Brazil's superstar Neymar. Should say he also didn't say anything that would maybe indicate that United are going to sign him.
Okay.
But he certainly didn't shut it down in his press conference yesterday. A story we spoke about yesterday on the Breakfast Show on the back of the papers this morning. Man United plan, £55 million move for Mason Mount. And that's what the Daily Mail say this morning. But I want to talk to you guys, and you in particular, Nat, about Ivan Toney. We are joined by talkSPORT's England correspondent Faker rather shortly, but it's the first time that Gareth Southgate has spoken since Ivan's ban. Tone deaf is a headline on the back of The Sun. Gareth Southgate's hit out at the FA for blocking Ivan Toney from training with Brentford. The England chief has no issue with the 8-month ban the Brentford striker got. But he's criticised his bosses for stopping Toney going anywhere near his club until the final 4 months of his ban in September. Of course, we know this is for betting. Southgate said not being allowed to play is one thing, but not being allowed to be within the football community. We have to be really careful how we do that. He accepted the punishment. What bothers me is we must look out for people. He's injured. What does he do about getting fit? How do we give him structure over the next few months so we can be a better person at the end? I don't like the idea we leave somebody so they aren't allowed to be part of the football community. I don't think that's how the best rehabilitation programs would work. Do you agree with that, Natalie? Is Gareth Southgate speaking the truth there?
Well, I mean, obviously I'm biased, so I have to put that out there first, being a Brentford fan, but I do think he's right. I don't understand why he's not allowed to train. I don't understand why he's not allowed to be a part of the football setup still. You've banned him from playing. Fair enough. We understand he broke the law when it comes to football law. But, I mean, even he says later on, Gareth Southgate, about that he spoke to Ivan Toney, but he wasn't even sure if he was allowed to do that. The stipulation that he's not allowed to be involved in any football activity is so ambiguous. I know Thomas Frank has also spoken about that. They were unsure, what does that mean? So, therefore, Gareth Southgate's saying, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to speak to him. If that is the case, then they should ban him, not add anything more to Ivan Toney's ban. It's so vague and so unhelpful. And yes, I don't understand why you would want to halt someone's career in the way of stopping any kind of training. Because obviously, yes, he can return in September, but he'll be a few months behind everybody else. So by the time January comes along, who knows how quick he'll get up to speed in that time. Yes, he has to serve a punishment because he broke football law. I understand that. But this to me goes the extra mile that I don't think is necessary personally.
Overkill.
It does seem overkill.
I feel that also, if he could stay and train with Brentford, they can arrange behind closed doors friendlies at the training ground. Do you know what I mean? They create games for their superstar striker to play and to keep him fit.
Yeah.
So that's even now, and then come July, August, he can get involved in pre-season. So then September, he's back in training. So even July, August, he can get involved with some of the behind the closed doors friendlies. There's no reason to stop him from doing all that.
It just seems so extra.
Exactly. I totally agree. I think they probably look at it now and think, oh, Gareth Southgate said it, you know what?
Well, I'm glad he said it, yeah.
But then, he's got power.
Yeah.
They're probably thinking, maybe we have gone a bit too strong. Maybe just, you can't play until January. That's the punishment, but
absolutely,
you can train with your club, fair enough, and keep fit. That's not a problem.
Yeah, because surely at the end of the day, that's what you're entitled to do in your job. You need to be able, when you come back into playing the game, you need to be up to speed.
Of course.
So I don't understand why they're hampering him even further, even though he has broken law. And I know there'll be people now writing in thinking, oh, but he broke the football laws, therefore he should be punished. But you think about what other people have done. I don't remember many other players being banned as well as being told you cannot train now for extra amount of time. It seems like it's a double punishment for him. And listen, I've said this before on talkSPORT, the devil is in the detail, so we have to wait and see what those charges and how they've come to this decision. So that the written report, we'll have to wait and see what it all comes down to. But ultimately, just looking at it as we're looking at it right now, it seems extra harsh to punish him in that way.
Agree.
Especially when as Gareth Southgate pointed out, he did have an injury, hence why he missed the West Ham game earlier on.
And that is a story now that's across all of the back pages. I'll just very quickly mention one more that I'm sure Gabby will want to make sure gets done quickly. John Percy in the Telegraph says Villa want to secure the long-term futures of both John McGinn and Ollie Watkins with new contracts before the window opens next month. Unai Emery has told the club's hierarchy new contracts for the pair are crucial ahead of the next season. Both got 2 years left. Both in the past, in particular, John McGinn have been linked with moves away. But you're confident with the club's upward trajectory? This will both get sorted soon?
Yeah, a chance at European football. A manager who, he's brought a good feeling to Villa Park. Players are on board with him. They know he's got that level of management where he can win trophies. I think it's 4 Europa Leagues he's won. I just don't see players wanting to leave it at the moment. Martinez might be one that might want to go, but Aston Villa don't need to sell players. They're in an outstanding position financially. Owners have got plenty of money. They will tie down Watkins and McGinn, and Aston Villa are paying very good wages now.
All right, Super Sam, you'll be back with us
Thank
shortly.
You, Sam.
Sounds very Sam. Formal. Yeah. Oh, he's just going to all day. That's going to be what you're going to be tagged as.
Honestly, you think what happens in the dressing room stays in the dressing room?
No, not with Gabby. Clearly,
Single Sam.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.